Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all let me know if you can hear the audio. If it's choppy or however it is, let me know. Okay, bet. We start here in just a second. I ain't finna wait on everybody tonight. It's already late. I ain't get out till 11:30. That's why I'm doing it so late. But I just want to hop on, chop it up with y'all, man. See what stocks looking good. Throw y'all a couple plays. You know how we do. We gonna see what's going on in the markets, man. I got a few plays I'm really liking. For swings, I kind of just been patient on it. I didn't make any trades today. I didn't see anything that I really just love. So, we'll see, man. We'll see. But I'll show you guys. I got like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna show y'all like 5 plays probably. 5 or 6 plays that I like. But it might take a second. You gotta let them cook. You gotta let the plays cook. You're gonna have to let them cook. Alright, let's see. Alright, finna share my screen. Just a second. Yeah, y'all should see it anyway. Yeah, it's my screen right there. Of course, we always gotta start with SPY. That's SPY, man. Always start with SPY. So if you don't, you won't know what to look for. SPY is gonna tell you exactly how you need to be trading. You need to trade exactly what you think SPY is gonna do. If you think SPY is gonna go down, you need to be looking to trade downside. If you think SPY is gonna go up, you need to be looking to trade upside. Okay, you always want to be on the side of the overall market. So always remember that. Always trade with SPY. If you think SPY is gonna go up, look for bullish plays, bullish pennants, bullish hammers. Look for things to break resistance. If you think SPY is gonna go down, that's when you're gonna look for bear flags, bear pennants. Look for things to break support. All right. So I always just stay on the side of the overall market, man. Let's see what we got. Right now, I'm seeing SPY. Not really a whole lot to it. I mean, we at all-time highs. What can you really say? What can I really tell you besides to buy the dip and to keep playing the highs? You know, so I mean, the dip would be right here at 638. You got the resistance right here and right here. Next dip would be to 626. You got the resistance right here. It turned it to support. Took off. You got the big level down here around 610. This one that I really hope we get to. If you get back down here, this would be a blessing. 610 again on SPY is gonna be a blessing if it gets there. Right? It seems like it seems like it won't, but I'm telling you, it probably will eventually. All right, so we move on to QQQ. Look at QQQ right here. Right here you have a bull flag pattern on QQQ, okay? So let's think about what the bull flag pattern is and what that tells us, okay? So the bull flag pattern tells us that the stock has a high chance to continue to the upside. Okay, so if it has a high chance to continue to the upside, and it's QQQ holds the top tech stocks in the market, that means that the best tech stocks. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. The best tech stocks have a chance to run again, especially if QQQ breaks out. All right, if QQQ can break out, we can see another run on tech. Okay, so what does this tell me? It's really up here. Once you can start connecting dots, it's more than just looking at the chart. All right, the technicals is amazing, but I'll teach you guys how to put this stuff together. I'm using very basic things. Okay, so how you put this together is, okay, I know QQQ has a bullish pattern, so I'm looking for bullish patterns on tech stocks, or I'm looking for tech stocks that are near a resistance, because if QQQ breaks out, those stocks are going to break out. All right, so that's what I'm looking for right now. Okay, so let's go through here. You see QQQ, beautiful bull flag pattern right here. All right, beautiful bull flag pattern. So I mean, there's no reason for me to look for puts. And here's a play that yeah, I guess all of you gonna see it. So this is a play that I only put in my private Discord, but you guys see it here. It ain't too many of y'all on here, so it's fine. It's Nvidia, right? So Nvidia has a resistance. This is what makes an A+ day trading setup. This is an A+ day trading setup. All right, pay attention. This setup on Nvidia, if you see this right here, you have a resistance. Boom, 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 boom. So you literally have 4 to 5 times on Nvidia that we have rejected 184. Okay, so if we can break 184, it's going to fly. What else do we know that we already have? We know that we already have QQQ in a bull flag. So if Nvidia breaks 184 and QQQ breaks the bull flag, what do y'all think is going to happen? Do you think it's more likely for QQQ and Nvidia to fall? Or is it more likely for those two to run together? Because both of them are kind of doing the same thing. Let's see when this started happening. So this is the 13th that it started pulling back some. They might not line up exactly how I think, but it could. So the first time it rejected right here is like on the 31st, 7th. Yeah, so it started rejecting a little bit earlier. But if Nvidia breaks, I'm willing to put money on that QQQ is going to break as well. All right, so they'll probably break together. Okay. Nvidia earnings next week. Yep. I don't suggest playing earnings. I don't play earnings personally, but if that's something that you're into, you know, I can't talk you off of it. A lot of the moves have been happening after hours the past couple months. Here's a play that I'll also be watching right here. It's really not a terrible entry where it is now, to be honest with you. And that's AMD. So AMD on the 1 hour chart, this is a inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so look at this. You got the inverse head and shoulders, and it broke out perfect. Broke out perfect and hit the top of the pattern. That's all you can ask for. Now it's pulled back and it's retesting this trend line. So if AMD can hold this trend line, it has a possibility to shoot back up. So not only is QQQ flagging, not only is Nvidia right near resistance, AMD is also retesting the key level. You see how things are lining up to possibly give you a pop. This is really all that you can really ask for. You know, it's all probability. It's all probability. This stuff could go to the wayside. You know, it could not happen, but you have to be ready for the move. All right, and this is the best way to be ready for any move in the market. You really just got to put the work in. All right, so I've been doing this for 6 years. I still look at charts every day. The only day I might take a day off of looking at a chart is on Saturday. Right, I might take a day off on Saturday, but every other day I'm looking at the charts for at least a couple hours to 3 hours a day. All right, so you can't escape the work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shopify, not really a whole lot going on that one. BMNR, this is one that I gave on the watch list, but I'll talk to you guys about it too. Another bull flag pattern right here. It looks like it might continue to consolidate a little bit more, but crazy flag, right? So this is a almost a $40 pole, which is insane, right? So a $40 pole and it's pulling back. This says the next breakout is supposed to go around here. That's crazy. This says the next breakout is supposed to go to like 144, 145. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. But you can see that this stock is no stranger to crazy moves. You can see that. So I can't tell you that it won't. I just know that I won't miss it. So I'll make sure that you don't miss it. Man, the screen ain't focused. Hold on. Let me know if that makes sense. BMNR. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing. BMNR. Let me know if that makes sense to y'all. BMNR. Bull flag pattern right there. You're just waiting on the breakout. You got UNH has already taken off. Robinhood, you can't do nothing but play the highs. Apple's probably gonna keep going. SMCI, this is one that I just posted on my see if the camera focuses. It's still messing up. Let me see. Why I take the glasses off. I don't know why the camera isn't focusing. But it's fine. Whatever. You can see the chart. That's the most important thing, alright? Let's see. SMCI. SMCI looks really good. So you got two things that I could possibly see. Number one, I could see us right here. This is the 200 MA. So you see on the daily, it's holding the 200 moving average right here. All right, it's holding the 200 really well. So it could pop from here. But if it doesn't, if it comes down, I could see it coming down to this trend line. What is this trend line? SMCI has been holding this trend line since November of 2024. All right. So the thought process is, if it comes back to the trend line, this is where you want to buy because it's been holding right here. All right. This is where you want to buy because it's been holding here. If it dips down, it might not dip down. You know, I don't know. It might not. But if it does, this is the perfect buy spot, especially if you can get a little fake out to the downside down here at 40. Oh man, that would be absolutely amazing. So I'm looking at going long on SMCI. I'm looking at going long on SMCI for sure. Got Coinbase, J&J, CCL. I'll hold my tongue on CCL. I ain't gonna tell y'all that one. You gotta get in the Discord. Get in the Discord, you wanna know about CCL. MU, this is another one that looks really good. So MU right here. MU is in like a bull flag type of pattern too. It also pretty much came right to the top of this pattern, then rejected around 129. But you can see MU. Boom. 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 Let's think about this though. Okay. Hold on. I'm finna record this with the glasses. I'll post this on YouTube. Why is the camera not focusing? I paid too much money for this camera to be messing up like that. Let me see. I don't know why it's not focusing, man. Let me turn the light on. That might help. Dang, they were saying I'm too dark, man. That's crazy. Camera races, bro. Camera ain't focused until I turn the light back on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Say Sophie and Google. All right, bet. We'll look. I'll take a look at it. So let me record this. I'm gonna record this for YouTube with the glasses here. All right. So take a look at what we have. This is why you gotta always be researching, always be looking. You have to be able to interpret what you see on the charts. Notice on QQQ, let's go back over. 4 hour on QQQ, we are bull flagging, okay? What does that tell you? Tech stocks have a chance to go. Nvidia, all right? Now we in the sector, we in the AI sector, the chip sector. Nvidia is near resistance, okay? If QQQ breaks, Nvidia is probably gonna break. What do you got with AMD? AMD broke out of a bullish pattern and now it's retesting, all right? It has a chance to pop. It's adding up, okay? SMCI is at a spot that they could bounce. SMCI is holding the 200 MA. Same sector. Could pop. Okay? And what's that last one we just looked at? Let me go back through here. MU. What do you have on MU? You have another bull flag. So not only do you have bull flags on QQQ, you have bullish setups on all of the chip stocks. So if I had to bet my money, I would say that SMH probably has the same type of setup. Let's see, I could be wrong. Not really a super good bull flag. Actually, it looks okay. It looks decent, but doesn't look as good as QQQ's bull flag or MU's bull flag. Kind of got this little high right here that's trying to break and retest. So, but that's just an example of taking the ETF and then breaking it down, going lower and lower and lower. This is how you find the plays. I honestly just gave y'all 5 or 6 plays in one. If you think about it, I just gave you 5 plays in one. You know QQQ can take off. You know Nvidia can take off. You know AMD can pop again. And you get AMD at a quote unquote discount for where it is right now if you're looking for a short term trade. You see that SMCI could pop. You see MU could pop. That's 5 plays. That's off of just one analysis, really. That's 5 potential plays off one analysis. Just knowing that QQQ being in a bull flag means that tech can pop. You see Nvidia, the leader of a sector, is near resistance, looking like it may be ready to pop. So that means all the other stocks in it could pop as well. I just gave you 5 plays. That's 5 plays with just one analysis right there. That's 5 plays in one analysis. All right. Let's look at the ones that you said. You said Sophie. If you already in, then it's perfect. If you ain't already in, then you a little late to the party. Yeah, if you already in, it's good. But if you're not already in, ooh, hold on. This is an interesting spot. This is interesting. All up in here. Look at this in the past. This is from 2021. This is the places where Sophie was getting killed. So I'm going to tell you this. You know what? This is going to be pretty decent either way. I'm going to tell you this right here. If Sophie can break and hold 25, I think it's going to go to the all-time high at 28. If this thing can break and hold 25, I would bet that it's going to go to the all-time high at 28. Because look at this. This is a supply, okay? This is where the sellers are. You can clearly tell this. Look at this big down move. Right here again, big down move. And here again, big down move. So we're here again. Are we going to get the big down move or are we going to finally break out? If we finally break out, it's going to go to 28, probably even 30. I wouldn't rule out 30. This is going to be a watch for me tomorrow. This is a good one. This thing is just curling up too. This thing could really pop. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Sophie going to be on high alert for me tomorrow. I like that. I like that. I think if you got shares, you just hold it regardless. If you're looking for a short term trade, above 25 is gonna be gone. Yeah. It looks good though. I also said Google. I really can't tell you anything right now just because you don't have anything. You're just pushing higher and higher and higher. It's not doing anything, really. It's no pattern. I mean, you kind of just playing the momentum on it. I definitely wouldn't be taking a position up here, not a long position. You should not take a long position at highs. Let me say it again. You should not take a long position at highs, especially all-time highs. Do not do that. You want to take long positions on the dips. So like these dips down here, anytime you get a significant dip on something, maybe even this dip could have been decent. I was hoping it would come down here. It didn't. You want to get the longs on the dips. Now, if you want to trade the highs, you can, but you got to realize you're going to be in there for a good time, not a long time. Okay. Now, you also have Tesla, which I hope Tesla comes back down. Tesla is Tesla flagging too? Y'all, Tech might go. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is why you gotta do your research at night, man. Look at this. Tesla is flagging too, right here at a resistance. Yeah, Tech might go. Tech might go. If Tesla doesn't break out here soon and it does come down, this is the next buy spot down here at 314, 315. That would be like the retest of this big triangle breakout here. Yeah, Tesla looks like it wants to go. Tesla wants to go. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, hello, let's see. It's not really doing anything. I mean, you really got some bearish divergence right here. But bearish divergence is a lot harder to play than bullish divergence. Bearish divergence don't always play out. Yeah, I don't like it. I wouldn't touch it. Me personally. Say Intel had news after hours. Yeah, they've been getting a lot of news lately with buy-ins and all kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about Intel. I mean, it has to break out of all of this trash, right? So it got to get above 27, 28. But then, it's going to hit a wall, a huge wall at 30. Yeah, it's going to hit a crazy wall at 30. Ain't going to lie. 30 is going to be some crazy resistance right up here. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, they got the 200 right here, so they're above the 200. The biggest thing for it looks like it needs to hold the 200. You've had a few pops above, it just hasn't held. You popped above it here, didn't hold. Popped above it here, didn't hold. Popped above again, didn't hold. So, if they can bring it back down and hold, that could be another reason for Tech and the chips to go higher. Could be another reason for it to go higher. It looks good though. It Looks good. I don't know. It looks like the theme this year is to ride the hot hand. The hot hand has been AI chips. I mean, why go away from the star player when he hitting all the threes? Ain't no use of going away from the star player when he hitting all the shots. We're gonna keep him in the game as long as he hot. Proof in the pudding. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep watching those AI stocks, man. We got some things on watch. I don't think it's anything that's dip worthy at the moment, you know, besides SMCI. I mean, everything else is pretty much at the highs. Yeah, CCL is gonna fly, by the way. You also got MU. If MU gets above 130, it's gonna probably go to the highs. I don't know, man. Chips, I don't know how they can be stopped. The only thing that can stop the chips is the tariffs. That's the only thing that can stop the chips. And even that, they keep shaking it off. Now, this is something that looks kind of crazy. I skipped over this on purpose because I want to talk about this last. This looks a little crazy to me, but it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But could this possibly... I might be reaching. If we could get one more dip, this could set us up for a crazy inverse head and shoulders. Now, inverse head and shoulders on the weekly chart at all-time highs is crazy. That would be crazy work. That would mean that the market is finna go boom. Everything finna fly. I'm telling you. If that happens, everything's finna be gone. I think SPY had one a few years ago that it was really good. So it kinda, it's not exactly like this, but looks kinda similar. You kinda see how SPY was right here. This looks a bit similar. See how SPY bottom there, and it kinda had this little dip area, but this area did not dip as much. And you see what SPY has done. Now look at the Dow. Looks very, very similar. So SPY has already did its thing. The Dow hasn't. This why y'all gotta hop on late at night, man. You gotta hop on. You gotta put in the work. So now, this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. It's past 12 now, man. I get ready to trade with the group in the morning and stuff, man. But this is the last thing I'm gonna tell you tonight. Since we have, and this is gonna be homework for you. Send me a message on Instagram, on Discord, with your answers. Since we see a inverse head and shoulders on the Dow, we seen what SPY did. Tell me this. What should we look for to happen on the Dow next? And what sub stocks should we look for? I'll remind you, when we saw QQQ with the bull flag, we started going down to the stocks that's in QQQ. And you've seen those stocks that are the leaders, and you've seen their little cousins. They look good too. So go look at the Dow. Look who's the top stocks in the Dow, and go look at their little cousins. You might see a common trend. All right. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know I came on a little bit late, but I appreciate you guys for hopping on. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep getting this money, man. We've been destroying it this year. Been destroying it this year in the markets, man. Been going absolutely insane. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share this with somebody. Follow the links below, man. Follow me on Instagram, and I got the free Discord link too. So yeah, hope you guys have a blessed night. I hope this was helpful in some type of way. I've been doing this for 6 years, so I know what I'm talking about a little bit. All right, just keep on watching, keep on learning, keep on asking questions. I'm just a message away, man. So y'all have a great night. Y'all be safe and make some money this week. Let me know if you guys made some money off these plays. All right, see you.